Still, it's such an extraordinary natural environment. How could the rule of a dark god devastate the world so much? It's just as I thought. The dark god has proven to be harmful. I never thought that they would destroy the world they rule to such an extent. Just then the gatekeeper spoke to me. Well, this was 1,000 years ago during the Holy Monster Wars, when Master Ilias, on the verge of running out of power, decided to take the world with her. Oh! You shut your mouth, Ilias. This is all you're doing. With her power, the earth was rent asunder. Lava overflowed and the sea rotted. Then the world ended up like this. Oh. Come on, let's hurry to Grangold. Let's just escape our responsibility on that one. That was a different Ilias. It doesn't count. Let's see. We'll give it a couple more battles just in case there's no rare fights. So this is Grand Noah, the demon world. The traffic here is rather light. There aren't even any guards. That much is already expected. Demons don't like stuffy stuff like that. Although angels are rare, I should still be able to blend in as long as we keep a low profile. But it's gonna be tough to find out where Suiki is. I mean, that person was an undercover agent to begin with. Naturally, Suiki must have been hiding in plain sight. It would have been extremely difficult for us if we were not acquainted with them to find them. However, she was an undercover agent. There must be some kind of contact for her. There must also be someone supporting her. Let's look for those who do. Of course, we can't stand out ourselves. We'll gather information at... Of course! The bar! Another Sonia super spy mission? This is enemy territory, don't get carried away. The first big city I set foot in on the monster world. It appears to be more orderly than I expected. Now, anyway, we have to find Suiki. Thus, we head to the bar to gather information. Welcome to Grangold, the city where plants and people coexist. Where would you like to go? Just because it's a city ruled by monsters doesn't mean that humans are treated like slaves. At least, that's not true in this city. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad, although we've heard plenty of rumors of shit that goes on in the Gold Gardens. Plus, we have many reports of people disappearing here. So yeah, it's only a surface level niceness. I don't know about other cities. I hear that some of the men are being sold in Succubus Village. Just going on vacation, yeah. Sure, keep your head full of sunshine and rainbows, just like Luca used to. The owner of this house hasn't been back in a long time. The flowers have withered away. Someone needs to take care of them. There's absolutely nothing here. I haven't seen the young lady who lives next door recently. Perhaps she has returned to her hometown? Okay. This town is very easy to live in. It's just like a paradise for plant monsters. The disappearances that keep happening in this town are rumored to be the work of monsters, but considering the number of cases, it's hard to believe that it's just one culprit. I'm sure there's an organization at the center of it. That's what I'm thinking anyway. I'm sure that's why the botanical garden of the castle, which only allows upper-class demons to enter, is so suspicious. What on earth were they doing there? Oops, I shouldn't have said that. If I keep talking like this, I might be the next one who goes missing. Grand Noah has been our natural enemy for many years. We've been at war with them more than once. Really, I want to eradicate those slimes. Alright, this is the book. Now, the beautiful spy girl is in her element. Let's start gathering information right away. Why are you so excited? For some reason, she seems to get all worked up when it comes to spy work. She must be a poor girl who thinks she's a spy. We'll be back here in a bit. Let's explore elsewhere first. Yep, the whole femme fatale spy thing. Don't take the missing persons cases seriously. There have always been people who run away in the night because they are strapped for cash. We all have a lot going on. It's called a conspiracy theory to tie everything to the case. Yes, everything is fine. Nothing suspicious going on here. All the humans who disappeared just ran away, and perhaps they found a nice, beautiful monster to live with and are living happily ever after. We will deal with human crimes. If a monster commits a crime, the elite soldiers of the plant tribe will fly from the castle. The monsters generally seem to be afraid of the sanctions from Master Cannon. The crime rate is much lower than that of humans. Yeah, it's not impossible. And I'm sure there are some cases, at least, where that's the case. But not all of them. Kanan-sama doesn't get along with Kanade or Hiruko-sama. They often fight and go to war with each other. This town is way too sunny. It's a little hard for vampires to live. I'd love to have these in my store. Got a crystal of power. I think there are a few too many flowers. Other than that, it's a good inn. If vampires of the Monster Girl Quest world follow the same logic as those in the Monster Girl Encyclopedia, they don't die in the sun, they just get weaker. I am not a fan of the "I am a disciple of yours, you are my disciple, you should be composed of one of your poems." Yes, master! They're on the journey. What are you so surprised for? I am 500 years older than them. I just went to visit Yamatai Street. I got some fish fillets. She's a cat that knows she's cute. Welcome to Irani's Inn, full of flowers and dreams. Want to stay a night? No. Oh goody, there's a thunderstorm outside. There's an unusual number of missing persons in the city. There's a rumor that they are being held captive by high-ranking monsters. Oops, pretend you didn't hear that. This is a town where many plant demons live, but it's not like humans are struggling to survive. My immediate concern is the great war of the heavens that's about to begin. Well, I'm sure the Dark God and the Six Ancestors will take care of it. Kanan-sama has a rather bad reputation outside, but she doesn't talk much about political affairs, so the town is rather peaceful. Even a guy like me was given a job as a soldier. This town is not so bad. From the netherworld, the armies of the god Ilias are invading. Now everyone's talking about it. I'm a middle-aged woman. Ilias is such a tyrannical goddess who ruined the world in prehistoric times, isn't she? I can't sleep at night worrying that such a god's going to attack us. Oh. Oh, mine. I'd like you to be my wife. The man across from me is so creepy. Welcome. Man, she's cute. She looks unassuming. I mean, she looks like nothing but a flamboyant waitress. But it doesn't seem relevant to our current purpose. Yeah, it's a definite smash. The sales girl here is very attractive. Many regular customers come here just for her. By the way, I come here for the beef bowl. Huffing and puffing and eating meat, munching and dipping the sauce is delicious. Mine is a cute girl today as well. But when we talk about her past, her mood gets rough. Maybe she has a past she can't tell people about? Could be. What's so great about a weak-looking woman like that? If she's a woman with it has to be muscle! If you're a man, it has to be muscle! Everyone needs muscle! That pirate, she's a lowly member of the Rosa Pirates. I guess I better not get involved. I'm eating before work. I've got some big missions coming up soon. Alright, so the Rosa Pirates are still around in this one, huh? I guess that would be the case if Shirome didn't assassinate them. Is it true that an army of angels is coming to attack us? I heard a rumor that the enemy was wiped out near the Dark God's castle. Well, that's not too far from the truth. At this store, you can add resistance to abnormalities to the secret stone slots. It's necessary materials to have to be prepared. This Grangold doesn't have many stores as the big cities. There's no blacksmith shop and it's inconvenient in many ways. I can't say it out loud, but there's a problem with the commercial policy. You see, Canon's not interested in politics. Our store offers a wide variety of goods. We're also producing secret stones. I'll take secret stones. Oh my, these ones require materials. I can't just throw money at these! There's trouble in Plansic Village again. I don't like fighting, so I ran away to this city. Again, really? This is Yamatai Street. This is where immigrants from Yamatai Village live. Yamatai has been transformed by the modernization policy. Those who couldn't keep up moved here. Nadoka-sama is a Miko with high spiritual power. Her fortune telling is 100% accurate, and you're welcome to try it too. This is the house of Nadoka-sama, the fortune teller. If you need anything, please do not hesitate to contact us. Apparently it's Yamatai's being modernized, and so people who don't like that are moving here, and they built their own little sector where they can keep to tradition. Oh, cool! I need those. Smash. Nadoka, the fortune teller. Are you looking for something? I see, so you're a fortune teller. Do you know the whereabouts of one called Suiki? Alright, I'll read your fortune. I don't see anything in my crystal ball. Useless. That person, I don't know where she is. I can't charge for the result. I swear, useless. After a day of sightseeing in the castle, let's go to the botanical gardens of the castle. As a noblewoman, I have received an invitation. Let's have a lot of fun in the pleasure garden, listening to the sounds. Oh, interesting. We're back home after so long. After all, it feels like this is home. Soon, a battle will begin. Before that, we want to return home. Ah, Unsama has returned from her duties. What a blessing this is! Damn pervert. What's with the Ilias? They've even come to this city. They're so thick-skinned. I still feel more at home in a place where I can put my roots down. Why don't they just rip up all the cobblestone? They're making too much fuss about the missing persons cases. There have been a lot of disappearances in this town for a long time. So, you're saying there have always been disappearances? I finally bought a single-family home. But it's for humans, so it's a little hard to live in. If it's so hard to live in, why don't we just do a big renovation? I heard that the disappearances are becoming an epidemic. It's scary! This is a fairy apartment. It might be too small for humans to go inside. Wow, it really is a fairy's apartment. Look at all the tiny doors. What should we do if angels attack us? It's no use running away from the fairy apartment, right? Kana and Sama is kind of fairies. She says we're cute and she spoils us. I'm scared about the disappearances. I hope they're not being fed to monsters somewhere. This underground canal is not in use right now. It's dangerous. Do not go inside. There's a botanical garden at Grangold Castle. As a noblewoman, I have a free pass. Oh, to have such a wonderful array of exhibits. Canon Sama's taste is quite quintessential, isn't it? It's every demon's dream to be invited to the castle's botanical gardens, but it's not quite possible for lackeys like me, you know? Do you have a ticket? I guess you don't. This is no place for a lowlife to come. Get the hell out of here. What the hell? You're going to get yourself killed. Don't do it, Sion. Don't make a scene. Normally it's Ilias who's the first one to get mad. When you have someone with a lower boiling point here, you have to hold them back. Anyway, I have no business in the botanical gardens. We should not make a fuss here and leave quietly. I visit the botanical garden that is rumored to be an ugly and bad taste. Canon, I wonder if that's what people who stand above others do. I'm sure if Minagi-sama saw it, she would be very angry. Are you the same one that was in Succubus Village? It seems like Minagi actually takes a bit of pride in ruling the proper way. Botanical Gardens of Grangold, the underwater city of Grand Noah, and the great brothel of Saint Ilias are all tourist attractions. Of course, the botanical gardens and the great whorehouses are just for monsters. Humans and lower demons are not allowed through the gates. What's in Tsubasa? I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. There was a political upheaval in Succubus Village, and we had to flee here. I don't know what kind of tyranny the angels who occupy the village will commit. But rumor has it it's not that bad. What do you mean potatoes? That's an epidemic! Yeah, they started Operation Potato in Succubus Village. Getting all the succubi. I think they're so clever stealing all the potatoes so that they'll gain a taste for them. Because in this world, they're not sick to death of potatoes yet. Yes, Succubus Mayor would be proud. Canon-sama is often absent from the castle these days. Is it because the apocalypse is just around the corner? Right. That's about everyone. Oh, I'll talk to these two. My fiancé suddenly disappeared. I can hardly believe that he went away of his own volition. I appealed to the guards, but they won't accept it. Where in the world has he gone? I can't say this out loud, but we have been told from above to treat the types of disappearances as runaways. I'm just a guard, after all. I can't go against the wishes of my superiors. Now that's where it becomes a legit conspiracy, if the guards are instructed to treat them all as just disappearance, as runaways. Some of them still continue to wear kimonos from Yamatai, while others have become accustomed to life here. The Yamatai immigrants vary. I do not want to see the culture that they cultivated die out. Are you surprised that the city is so open-minded? There are even immigrants from Yamatai like us. Canon-sama is famous for being cruel and hedonistic. But she's also the kind of person who doesn't care about too many details. As long as you pay your taxes properly, they'll accept you even if you are human. Compared to places where monsters are more powerful, it's easier to live here. Yes, plant tax. Recently, there have been a rash of disappearances in Yamatai. Young men and boys are disappearing into thin air. Women also go missing, but in much lower numbers. Is it the work of some kind of monster? When you get to be my age, you get godforsaken, right? That's kind of scary. I think that's meant to be spirited away, not godforsaken. Or either way, whatever. As expected, the city of plants has great soil. The crops will grow in just a few sprouts. But there are a lot of deformed crops these days. I don't want to get a bad reputation, so I'm secretly getting rid of them. Yep. The chaotization is progressing. The crops are mutating. There, I think that's everyone. Except for you two. Yes, we are cooked. So Lucas Ashoda, he's definitely going to get spirited away. I'd love to go into the botanical gardens at the castle just once. It's full of beautiful flowers. The entire interior of Grangold Castle is a botanical garden. However, only invited guests are allowed inside. In effect, it's a facility dedicated to high-ranking monsters. I wonder what the hell it's like inside. Hell is an opt word for it, I imagine. Hey, can I have a minute? I'm looking for someone named Suiki. Hey, the person we're dealing with is an undercover agent. There's no way she's using her real name. I see. She's someone whose name I don't know. I don't know what she looks like because she might be in disguise. Oh, and I don't know what she's doing either. I'm looking for someone like that. If you don't, you can just say you don't know. I don't know how you would know. Sorry, that's no good. This is quite tricky. We don't know her name, appearance, or behavior. The person we're looking for is unknown. In that case, you hear from Yasa. Even if you are an undercover agent, there's always a base. 3 months before the mission begins, Suiki took up residence here. You have to hit that record. Or we have to find that location. I mean, did she buy or rent a house? What would an undercover agent do to stand out or be on record? This is a pretty decent city, so someone without a home is going to be opposed and stand out. The house will be listed on the administrative records if there are people living in it. Those are obviously... a house not listed on administrative records but has people living in it? That would obviously be suspicious, so professionals avoid that. So let's check the administrative records related to relocation. That's how you narrow down the search. That's what you do in these kind of searches. Now that's what I'm talking about, Uncle Lazarus. You know know a lot about searching for people in the dark behind the scenes, don't you? Administrative records. Should we be able to... Administrative records. We should be able to find those. We need an informant who handles such things. Keep asking around this tavern and look for informants first. From there, we will find Suiki. If you want to find out something, hit up the professional informant. There's top-notch informants at the cafeteria this time of the day. There's a top-notch informant in the cafeteria? Then let's head there right away. I imagine it'll be the girl with the CG. If it's not, I'll be disappointed. In this town, the more secrets a man sniffs out, the shorter his life is. You guys better watch out too. Have you ever met Master Nadoka, the fortune teller of Yamatai? Yes, we have. She's such a good fortune teller that she has customers coming from faraway cities. If you're looking for something, you should have your fortune read. You'll get it right. She'll get it right every time. It seems like the senior monsters are getting impatient. Maybe the rumors that angels are coming to attack is not a false rumor. We, the lower ranks, don't get much information, but I understand that the big guys are busy. What the hell's going on in the world? Well, it's not my business. In the Great Monster War 1,000 years ago, most of the angels died, and the only ones still remaining alive are lowly angel slaves. Generally, that's what people think, but actually, there are angels who survived the Great War. I heard that those women are still working in the monster world in the most secretive way. I heard this from an acquaintance that works at the Monster Lord's castle. Mine, who works part-time at the diner, is super cute, but she won't answer any questions about her hometown or private matters. Of course, it's natural to be wary of a rough guy like me, but I think there's more to it than that. And I suspect that the name Mine is a fake name. Sometimes when we call her name, she doesn't respond right away. How would you like to place your order? Alright. At the inn. Amira! You're the informant! I'm disappointed! No, wait, before I forget, what have we got? Nothing. Okay. Welcome! She doesn't seem related to the case. Of course it's Amira. Amira can manage to find information across space and time, across series. She was in Shrift gathering information. Of course she can find any information we need. I'm the unfortunate Lamia Amira, a very skilled informant for those who know. Oh, so are you this world's Amira? No way! You're this world's Amira? It's encouraging to see you here. Huh? You already know me? You're quite the connoisseurs, aren't you? We're looking for a woman who came to this town about 3 months ago. She probably bought or rented a house. Then there's a specialized informant who handles those records. I have access to government records, and I have a very good recommendation for Amira is a very trustworthy and reliable informant. For the information, I'll write you a referral for, what you say, 1,000 G. Take it. Oh, you still take money? Of course! Information and connections cost money. Don't be stingy, pay up! I'll pay it. Yeah, it's even the same price as before. Kishishi! Well then I'll write you a letter of introduction. Amira's letter of introduction. Take this and go to the tool shop. Give it to the man who is looking intently at the stuffed bear. I don't know who you guys are, but I wish you the best of luck with your research. Grangold here is a rather free and easygoing place, but it's a town that has no mercy for those who snoop around behind the scenes. A disturbing thing to say. Anyway, I'll take the letter Amira gave me to the guy in the tool shop. We should look for someone who has recently moved here through their contacts. Alright, tool shop. Where was the tool shop? Here's the tool shop. The man staring intently at the bear. I'll get you. You guys are the people I was told about. Amira told me about you. The ironclad rule is that we don't ask each other unnecessary questions. Why do I have access to administrative records such as that? Why are you staring at a stuffed bear? Something like that? Of course, something like that. We're not interested in his private life. So, here's a list of examples. Where's the list of examples? Look, here's a list of tenants from 3 months ago to this month. All the tenants in this town are noted here. But we're still working on this one. The value of it is 3,000 G. How's that sound? Take it, it's cheap! It's super cheap! No, it's not. Come on, Sonia. 3,000 G? That's quite a bit. The divulsion of administrative records. That's reasonable. What do you think, Luca? Take it. We paid 3,000 G and purchased the list. The list includes those who purchased homes within the last 3 months. But isn't there too many people on this list? We don't know where to start. Let's see, a beautiful girl spy, which of course would be, most of them are regular tenants. The one I suspect is this one, and this one, and this one. There, 3 candidates. How do you even know that? First of all, mine, a domestic helper. Came to this town 3 months ago, but her previous employment is unknown. Her background has all kinds of falsehoods, like they've been erased, like they've erased their past. We're going to have to take a look at this person. Next, Nadarka, the fortune teller. Moved in 3 months ago and opened a fortune-telling store. Isn't fortune-telling kind of conspicuous for a spy? It's not unnatural for a lot of suspicious customers to come and go. It's not a bad cover for spies to gather information. Also, the fighter, Mikoto. She was a fighter of some note, but retired due to injury. Bought a house with the winnings she made so far and moved in 3 months ago. She lives off a day job doing manual labor. That person's suspicious too. These are the 3 I have my eye on. Try them first. Maine, a domestic helper, is renting a corner of a diner. Nodoka, a fortune teller, is operating in Yamatai Street in the southwest. Mikoto, a fighter, lives in a house in the southeast. It is likely one of these three people is Suiki. Well, let's visit the three of them. If they're in person, we'll rule them out by not being Suiki. Let's give this information to Amira. Not the Amira of this world, but ours. If you forget, ask Amira at the Pocket Castle. Then let's go around to see the three of them. Alright. Let's start with this one. What? Are you looking for me? What? Are you looking for me? I'm not right here, as you see, but You're asking about why my past records are bullshit? I was being stalked by a stalker and ran away. Mine seems irrelevant. Let's try the others. Alright, what about this one? I'm Nodoka, the fortune teller. Are you looking for something? What? You think I'm the one you're looking for? I'm here, as you can see. Nodoka seems to be irrelevant. Let's try the others. Okay. I don't recall seeing anyone else with a sprite. Let's see. Be a human. Is there a street I never went down? Is it that this way leads to a different section? Nope. Huh? Oh, it was this house! So this is the house of the fire Mikoto. It doesn't look like anyone's here. Well, this makes sense if they specifically said this person's gone missing. And we lost contact with her, so... shouldn't be anyone just out in the open. Doesn't look like anyone's here. But it said they have a day job, right? And you sure he's at work during the day? No, from what we've seen, it looks like they've been away for a few days. How do you know? Is it the product of Vice? It's a lot of things. Why you gotta put it like that? Look, let's get to searching the house. Also, people were talking about how she's gone missing. It doesn't seem to be anything of note or a diary. At least I wouldn't put it in any place where you can see it. If it's here, it must be well hidden. This cupboard has a lot of dishes for a single person, don't you think? You really think so? I don't think it's that strange. So, if you look closely, the bomb plate is double layered. That's Uncle Lazarus for you. You are indeed a master house hunter. That's how you've ruined so many lives. Enough of that. Forgive me already. Look, you can find the rest on your own. The only thing inside is a list and a note sheet. We still don't have anything that gives us their identity. They're very good. They're very thorough. They didn't leave any items that could be evidence. This is a list of Grangold's missing persons, isn't it? Why on earth would they have this? It lists the names, genders, and ages of many individuals, as well as their circumstances before and after their disappearance. After their disappearance? Aren't there too many missing persons in this town? In addition, more than 3/4 are young men! This kind of missing person statistic is an indicator of the extent of which monsters are active in the city. The number of cases is clearly unusual. It is highly likely that this is not a sporadic crime, but rather an organized one. To begin with, the entire castle is under control of Cannon. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Anyway, Suiki was investigating the disappearances in this town. Of course, it would be to rescue them. And the note that was left behind. Content is just... Common denominator of missing persons is the Botanical Gardens. Botanical Garden is a facility that was removed from the Grangold Castle itself. That was renovated from the Grangold Castle itself. It said that the only demons of high rank are allowed to enter. So many missing persons were taken to the Botanical Gardens. Suiki has some evidence and is convinced of this. She seems to have been very careful and never left any description related to Ilias' cruise. This is a message left for friends in case something happened to her. So she went to explore the Botanical Gardens. And Suiki, who was thought to have infiltrated the Botanical Gardens just like that, was lost. Now we've got a general idea of what's going on. That Botanical Garden, after all, seems to be very shady. Do you want us to sneak into the Botanical Gardens too? And they got Suiki in custody. If we use the same approach as Suiki, we could expect the same result. Let's take a different approach than she did. How about entering the Botanical Gardens from the front? There are some high-ranking monsters here, like me. That's a bold move, but could you get in the first place? You won't be able to enter without obtaining some sort of ticket. The Gold Botanical Gardens admission ticket. Confirmed. Records available. Existent junk confiscated from Queen Ava. Of course she would have it. What? It's in there? We checked the junk of Queen Ava and found the desired ticket among the loyalty cards and receipts. We got a ticket to the Gold Botanical Gardens. Oh, well, she was one of the queens. Well, let's use the ticket. Even if we infiltrate, it's obvious that we will be caught easily. Let's just go through the front door. Are you sure that's okay? Don't our enemies know what we look like? I know Cannon's character very well. She is always hedonistic, hates trouble, and only thinks about having fun. She would never make our faces known even to her minions. She made that kind of blunder many times during the Great Monster Wars. I'm a little nervous about it, but let's go to the botanical gardens. Oh, we finally get to go into enemy territory! Let's smash the whole castle! Fool! This is a survey mission! Fool! Don't get angry! Thus, we head to Botanical Gardens, which is a renovated Grangold castle. We used our tickets to get inside and look for Suiki. Of course, we understood that it's a very shady facility, but we had no idea it was so out of the ordinary.